wants a nice, tasty lollipop.
Gabriel Agreste has been center stage in Miraculous Ladybug since the series began. As the main antagonist, he must devise some genuinely sinister schemes to compete with Ladybug and Cat Noir. His dedication to obtaining the Ladybug and Cat Miraculous makes him a dangerous opponent, but that doesn't mean he will succeed. Moth's track record for success is smaller than the hero's, which means some of his plans may fall short. In today's video, we're covering his plans and akumatizations that were doomed to fail.
All I ask in return are Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous.
This is impossible.
Number 10. He continues using Myra. At the start of the series, the Peacock Miraculous appears damaged. The series implies that Emily Agreste obtains her illness after using the Miraculous in the past, which is why Gabriel keeps it hidden away. In the episode Myra, Natalie takes the Peacock Miraculous to help Gabriel. Despite the risk it poses to her health, it works in Gabriel's favor to have an ally like Myra, but their successes through the dual use of akumatizations and sentimonsters were doomed to end. Much like Emily, Natalie's illness from the Miraculous catches up with her and she becomes bedridden. Gabriel could have avoided this by preventing Natalie from using the Peacock Miraculous until he found a way to repair it.
No, don't do that.
Let your despair be embodied in a powerful protection.
Number 9. He tries to use Lila. Lila has been in Miraculous Ladybug since the first season, and she's as much of a threat to Marinette and Adrian as Moth is. She first meets Moth in the episode Volpina, when she is akumatized into an illusion-creating villain after being ridiculed by Ladybug. She gets closer to Gabriel when they meet face-to-face in the episode Oni-chan, but it is an alliance doomed to fail. Their penchant for controlling a situation puts them at odds, as Lila wants more influence than Gabriel is willing to give her. Since Gabriel and Lila are expert manipulators, they constantly try to influence one another. This often causes conflict because they don't share the same goals. For this reason, their alliance begins to deteriorate as the series progresses. In emotion, Gabriel refuses to invite Lila to the Diamond Dance, which causes Lila to lash out at the man and claim vengeance upon him.
Oh yes, of course. Now I remember. Never! And we're not friends either. Miss Show-Off here was trying to impress you.
Number 8. He fails to fool Felix. Gabriel fails to get along with his nephew Felix, and the two remain suspicious of one another throughout the series. In the episode Gabriel Agreste, Gabriel attempts to convince Felix that he isn't Shadow Moth by creating a sentimonster. This plan doesn't work, and when Felix claims that his uncle is the villain, Gabriel threatens him. Felix returns to the Agreste mansion in the episode Strike Back when he brings the Miraculous inside the Miracle Box to trade with Shadow Moth. In doing so, Gabriel confirms that he is Shadow Moth by striking a deal with Felix. Gabriel puts himself in a poor position because Felix now maintains the power to reveal his secret identity to everyone in Paris.
Do you want me to tell Adrian about the secret code on the painting? Then give me what I ask for and I'll give you something better in exchange.
Number 7. Encouraging Time Tagger. When the concept of time travel first appears in Miraculous Ladybug, a villain known as Time Tagger comes from the future to confront a younger Ladybug and Cat Noir. Moth jumps on the chance to utilize this villain and encourages him to stop the heroes, but he doesn't think this alliance through. According to Bunnix in the same episode, the villain Moth is somewhat different in the future. Gabriel must lose the Butterfly Miraculous in the future, but it's unclear if that is by choice or by force. It does mean that Time Tagger is following the orders of a completely different person, and that he has no alliance with Gabriel. Without understanding Time Tagger's circumstances, motivations, and emotions, Gabriel doesn't have the same control over Time Tagger as other akumatized villains.
Fair enough, Ladybug. Wish granted.
Be careful, it could be a trap.
If she thinks she can trick me, she's wasting her time.
Number 6. Akumatizing Markov. The Butterfly Miraculous grants the ability to akumatize a person based on their negative emotions. The power is one that Gabriel knows well, and as the series progresses, he learns how to increase the range and strength of his akumatizations. These things impact humans in practice, and it's why his akumatization of Markov in the episode Robustus could never have succeeded. In the episode, Max's robot companion is akumatized after being told he's incapable of experiencing real emotions. His distress in response allows him to become an akumatized being, but he quickly turns his power against Moth. Instead of giving the villain Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous, he decides to try and steal them for himself to make a wish of his own.
Robustus, before you get rid of them forever, you must take their Miraculous for me.
Ladybug and Cat Noir haven't done you any wrong. Let them go.
Number 5. Attempting to akumatize Marinette. As Paris's defender and the guardian of the Miraculous, Marinette goes to great lengths to ensure she is never akumatized. Marinette's many stresses come from balancing her personal life with her duties as Ladybug, and it is never enough to tip off Hawkmoth. He does come close to akumatizing her in the episode Ladybug, when Lila plants test answers on Marinette to accuse her of cheating. This scheme causes Marinette's friends to lose faith in her, and she's nearly akumatized into a villain called Princess Justice. The akumatization fails due to Natalie's illness flaring, and Marinette vows that she'll never be akumatized. This situation seems like Marinette was incredibly lucky. A case of good luck would be surprising since Ladybug draws on it for her power. With this chance of luck and her guard now up, it is unlikely that Marinette will be akumatized.
Oh, I can't believe you fell for that! Okay, good job, you win. I am the fake Ladybug, but there's no way I'm letting you cataclysm my earrings.
Number 4. He heightens Cat Noir's destructive power. There are few instances in the series where a Miraculous wielder becomes akumatized, but it is safe to say that Hawkmoth can boost a Miraculous's natural power. In the case of Cat Noir, his choice to akumatize the hero in the episode Cat Blanc has disastrous consequences. After Gabriel reveals himself to be Hawkmoth, he places Adrien in a vulnerable position. Adrien tries to resist the akumatization until he eventually becomes Cat Blanc, a supervillain with a heightened destructive power. Although Adrien tries to fight back against the akumatization, he's incapable of controlling the immense power that his cataclysm can cause. In his attempt to protect Ladybug and Hawkmoth, he unleashes an abundance of stockpiled energy that destroys the world.
I'm doing it for her, Adrian. For you. For us.
Father?
Number 3. He continues to akumatize Andre. Andre is a genuine and heartfelt character who puts his faith in romance. It devastates him when his ice cream fails to help couples find their way, and that's how he ends up in Hawkmoth's clutches. In the episode Glaciator 2, Hawkmoth akumatizes him twice after Ladybug denies she and Cat Noir belong together. He is quickly defeated both times due to Ladybug and Cat Noir pretending they're in a relationship to gain the upper hand. The characters in the series don't know that Ladybug and Cat Noir are in love, depending on the circumstances. This affection makes their act in front of Andre seem more genuine and proves to Andre that he had been right all along.
My ice cream is never wrong. Ladybug and Cat Noir are made for each other.
I guess ice cream, just like tabloids, can be wrong sometimes.
Number 2. Reusing Mr. Pigeon. No one comes close to Mr. Raymere when it comes to akumatizations. Raymere has been a villain dozens of times, and the heroes have a routine to defeat him. Despite his record of previous defeats, Shadowmoth chooses to akumatize him again in the episode Mr. Pigeon 72. The episode's title honored the many times when Raymere was akumatized with no success. This long list of failures shows Mr. Pigeon isn't a strong villain. Shadowmoth never akumatized another person that many times, and it's a testament to how unsuccessful that way of planning is. If one villain doesn't work after a few tries, it would be reasonable to akumatize someone new instead. Paris is a large city, and Shadowmoth could have found another negative emotion to create a new villain.
Ladybug, Cat Noir, give yourselves up, or else I'll spread my wings even farther!
Number 1. Akumatizing a baby. One of Hawkmoth's worst plans is the akumatization of the toddler August. In the episode Gigantitan, his akuma accidentally lands on the young child. Instead of renouncing his akuma, Gabriel uses the new opportunity and turns August into a gigantic person who towers over Paris. This scheme fails because August lacks the means to communicate with Hawkmoth. As Gigantitan walks through Paris, he disregards the orders given to him by Hawkmoth. Ladybug and Cat Noir quickly defeat him, but Hawkmoth doesn't learn his lesson. August is later akumatized in the episodes Were Dad and Kuroniko, but is de-transformed quickly by the heroes.
Taken prisoner by Milady forever.
Although Gabriel Agreste is the main villain in the series, many of his plans seem predestined to fail. He could have avoided these failures with some proper forethought and put his energy into akumatizations with a higher chance of success. Ladybug and Cat Noir come close to defeating him by the day, and if he wants a chance at winning, he'll need to step up his game. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
What would you do in my position?
I think he needs a friend his age. Someone who understands him, who can protect him.